Yikes. Where's that telltale pounding coming from? It's coming from within one of these coffins. From the dead. The dead that surround me. They must know my horrible secret. They'll never let me rest until I've paid for the wrongs I've committed against... Wait a second. I don't have a horrible secret.
Phew, I'm glad to be finally out of that thing, even though it was a spacious, comfortable model with plenty of leg and headroom. Well, hello there. Say, you look familiar.
Yes, well,
Of course! Guybrush Tripwuod. You're the one who locked me in there in the first place.
Well, you see, I've been meaning to...
No, I won't hear of it. That was the best time of my life. Gave me plenty of time to think, you know? To think about the things that really matter. I don't know if you've considered this, son, but live burials are not an altogether uncommon experience here in the Caribbean.
I wasn't aware of that.
Not to mention pirate raids and deadly sea battles, huge man-eating reptiles, dangerous quicksand pits, trigger-happy duelists, and of course, those pesky undead. Have you ever thought of what would happen to your loved ones should this gruesome fate befall you?
No, but...
Well, of course, you have plenty of time to think about it. Or do you? I'm one of the lucky ones. I've been dead. It's given me a whole new perspective on life. A life that I'm going to devote to making sure people's life insurance needs are met. Here, take one of my business cards I've had made up.
If you've been locked in that coffin, how are you able to have business cards made?
Now's not the time to worry about the technicalities, son. Now's the time to ask yourself, are you covered? Run along now and let me set up my office.
We're trapped in here. The door's locked.
Nonsense! This is one of Stan's cozy crypts, all equipped with a patented secure lock release mechanism. Just jiggle the handle there.
Now these are high-grade nails. Hi guys, I guess you'll be wondering how I came to be back from the dead. No questions for the dead guy come back to life? No questions like, is there life after death or is there a heaven? Will there be adequate parking? Fine, be that way. I wouldn't tell you about the hereafter if you begged me. Nah. I thought if I died, I'd be buried with your aunt.
Well, isn't it obvious? You can't be buried in the Good Soup family crypt unless you're a member of the Good Soup family.
A member of the family, huh? I'm off to explore the rustic charms of Blood Island. Baron C. Lambert Chowder Good Soup, pioneer of crouton technology. He looks a lot like the guy at the bar. It's a bunch of old portraits of the Van Salad family, and I thought the Good Soups were a homely bunch. It's a big nail. Minerva Stronheim Good Soup, Baroness of Borscht. It looks out onto the cemetery. Comfy. It looks out over the cemetery. Creepy. Quaint. It's a Murphy bed. I'm not sure if that's strong enough to hold it. I might need one more nail. There. The bed has been nailed down. That ought to do it. Wow. I'll bet his room charges are pretty hefty by now. The Murphy bed is slammed up so many times it's made a hole in the wall. The Good Soups, A Life in Pictures by M.M. Good Soup. It's full of all the dates and fun facts you'd ever want to know about the Good Soup family. And it says I'll receive a new book every month, or cancel with no obligation, and keep my copy of Buccaneers and Bouillabaisse as a free gift. Uncle Griswold, it's me! Don't you recognize me?
Recognize you? I've never seen you before in my life. What is your name?
Hearty beef and potato.
Hearty beef and potato?
I come from good Irish stock.
I don't recall having any relatives with that name.
I could just talk about Good Soup history all day.
How about that first fateful journey made to the Caribbean?
Oh, you mean the one that... Baron Salmon Bisque de Good Soup began in 1621?
Exactly. He landed on Scab Island with just a spoon and a dream. In just 4 short years, he had formed the largest chain of all-soup restaurants in the Western Hemisphere. By 1635, he had driven the entire Van Salad family out of the Caribbean and had a restaurant empire that spanned the globe.
Actually, the Van Salads were not driven out until 1637, and the Good Soup chain of restaurants and resorts never did become popular in the South Pacific.
Yes, we are. Oh, all right. Whatever. Well, son, it looks like you were right. Welcome back to the glorious name of Good Soup.
I'm, honored.
And as a Good Soup, you're welcome to every benefit the name provides. Instant prestige around Blood Island, a 10% discount at any of the Good Soup resorts in the Caribbean, and, of course, medical, dental, and a 401k. And the best thing of all, if you should happen to drop dead, you will be buried in the extravagant Good Soup family crypt.
It's as if all my dreams have come true. I'd like a drink, please.
Right. Oh dear, he's had a sudden and completely unexpected relapse of death. And just as we were getting reacquainted, as his kinsman, it is my duty to give him a proper burial. It is my solemn vow. Young, hearty beef and potato shall be buried in the Good Soup family crypt.
All right. Ominous. Hey, there's a hole in the ceiling of this crypt. I think I might be able to squeeze through. Wow, it's a tunnel that opens on a deep, dark forest. It looks familiar somehow. As if I've seen it in a dream. Or maybe it's... I don't know. Great jumping monkeys! A terrifying horde of stunningly rendered rabbit jaguars. They're coming right at me! Whew. It's a good thing I couldn't get through that hole. I'd be done for. Well, the hole is too small for me to squeeze through. There's nothing interesting up here anyway. I'd better find another way out. It's a memorial plaque for Minnie Stroney Good Soup. Yikes. It's a ghost in a bride's gown. She looks very sad and lonely.
Oh, hello there.
Who are you and what are you doing here?
I am Minnie Good Soup, last in a long line of eligible Good Soup debutantes. I was buried here exactly 1 week after my wedding day. A wedding day that never came.
What happened?
I was the belle of Blood Island.
How many people can claim that?
Oh, how the lads adored me. I was courted by the richest, most handsome men in the Caribbean. But all my suitors bored me to tears. I wanted someone dangerous. I wanted a pirate. By the way, what do you do for a living?
Flooring inspector.
Oh. Then one day, a real pirate sailed his ship into the bay. I fell for him instantly, and we became engaged. But he left me standing at the altar, and I died of a broken heart.
Wow. That bites.
Oh, I know.
Were there any other suitors you found attractive?
Well, there was one I could have fallen for. Young Charles de Goulash. He had such a radiant smile.
What happened to him?
You know, it's funny. I don't know. He checked into the hotel one night and I never saw him again.
What happened to that young man you liked so much?
Why, the last time I saw Charles, he had checked into the hotel.
Go into the light.
If only it were that easy. I'm afraid I can never leave this crypt until I marry. Are you attached?
Engaged, actually.
What a shame. You sure have pretty eyes.
Hey, nice ring. Was it something I said?
I hate this ring. It's been passed down from mother to daughter in the Good Soup family for generations. It was to be my wedding ring until that evil pirate stole the diamond and left me. Left me here to die of a broken heart.
Where's the diamond for your ring?
It's gone. He took it.
Who took it?
My love, my honey cakes, my widow schnoobums, my LeChuck.
LeChuck is your schnoobums?
He pried the diamond from its satin during the rehearsal dinner. Oh, what a fool I was. He told me he was taking it out to get some fresh air.
Where did LeChuck take the diamond?
Cad, the fiend. He sold it to the smugglers of Skull Island. It's just so humiliating. I could just die.
Since you're, not using it, can I have your engagement band?
This ring will remain on my finger until I have a wedding band to replace it.
How do I get out of this crypt?
There's no way out of this crypt for either of us. I must haunt this lonely tomb until I've married a man I truly love. And you can't leave because the door's locked.
This is just a shade too creepy for me. I'm leaving. Morbid. Tastefully done. Good soup is food.
Die!
Oh, I'm not going to do that again. I think I broke my skull. I'm all skull.
It's your own fault. Stop scaring me like that.
So I did scare you? Really?
Well, startled is more like it.
Oh,
But startled in a terrified kind of way. You really are very, very scary.
Don't talk down to me.
I really don't have any choice.
I saw you get out of that crypt. Does this mean that you're dead?
No, I was only faking.
Darn. I thought together we could walk among the living and spawn a new wave of terror throughout the Caribbean.
So what you're saying is that you only love me for my legs.
Something like that. Hey!
It looks like he's writing a horror novel. It's called The Grog That Drank People, part 1 of a 3-book cycle. I wonder why trashy media always comes in threes. It's the poster for some really trashy monster book. Trust me, it'll never sell. It's a poster for Suckers 12, The Beaking. It's either a dead parrot or a very strange bat. Hey, mister! Help!
What? Who's there? Who said that? Who's scaring poor old Mort, the gravedigger?
There's been a horrifying mistake. I've been buried alive in the Good Soup family crypt.
All right. This joke has gone far enough. You kids should be ashamed of yourselves.
It's no joke. I'm really trapped in here.
Crazy kids with your long hair and your Baroque music. Fool me once, shame on you. Fool me twice, shame on me.
This isn't a trick. I'm really trapped in this crypt. I drank a special potion that put me into a coma. Thinking I was dead, they buried me in this crypt.
Yeah, right. They did that in the book. Never trade lunches with a corpse. If you kids ever came up with an original idea, I might believe you.
Just come and look at me through this crack.
Oh, sure. I turn my back to the door and you thieving little hoodlums will sneak up from behind and tie me up. I read all about your sinister ways in my horror novels, so nothing doing.
Curses, you've seen through my web of deceit. I'm no ordinary man trapped in a crypt.
Well, what are you then?
I'm an angry and deranged ghost haunting this crypt.
Then let me see you appear before me.
Excuse me?
If you were a real spirit, you could materialize in a ghostly form. It's all in the books. Well, let's see it.
Isn't the ominous sound of my disembodied voice proof enough? I guess not. You must love horror stories to own all these collectibles.
Reading fantastic stories about the dead helps me keep my mind off my work.
Why are you wasting your money on all this bad fiction?
At least my bad fiction doesn't require over $1,000 in hardware.
I see your point. I'm gonna go sulk in the darkness now.
Have a good time.
I've got it.
Hey, what happened to the light?
Murray, do your stuff.
Okay.
Ah!
Mortal fool! Release me from this wretched tomb. I must be set free, or I will haunt you forever. I will hide your keys beneath the cushions of your upholstered furniture. And never more will you be able to find socks that match.
All right, hang on. I'm coming.
Great work, Murray.
I was terrifying, wasn't I? My demonic powers have made me omnipotent.
Uh-oh. Looks like the lantern ran out of oil.
There, it's open. Now shuffle off and give me peace.
Mutual of Stan.
Hey, Guybrush. There sure are a lot of skeletons in here.
Uh-oh.
Quick, pull the head off one and stick me on top of the spine.
I don't think I want you walking around freely, Murray.
Oh, please.
I'm getting out of here. Well, Murray, are you ready to continue our heady adventuring? Murray? Where'd he go?
Welcome back to Mutual of Stan.
You've convinced me. I want to buy some insurance.
A wise choice, and one you won't soon regret. The question isn't whether or not you can afford to buy an insurance policy, it's whether you can afford not to. Speaking of which, can you afford to buy an insurance policy?
Well, how much does it cost?
Oh, that depends on a variety of factors. How much coverage you need, how much you're willing to spend, all sorts of highly complicated sliding scale insurance equations and such. But I won't bore you with all that. Just let me ask you this. How much money do you have?
Well, I've got these wooden nickels.
I see. Maybe I've confused you somewhere along the line. While nothing would please me more to send you out of here, with the peace of mind that your family will be provided for in the unlikely event of your death, I have to run a business here. If you can't at least show me some collateral, I can't give you a policy.
How about an enormous uncursed diamond?
How about that? Do you have an enormous uncursed diamond?
Okay, no. But I'm like this close to getting one.
Well, I'm this close to believing that you're trying to take advantage of my generosity. Maybe you'd like to make me a serious offer,
This authentic pirate relic. A genuine tooth from an actual pirate. Only one of its kind.
Is that real gold?
The finest known to man. Not much spit on it either anymore.
Now you're starting to speak my language. All right, let's find a coverage plan that suits your needs. And you can rest assured that you've provided for your family well after your unfortunate departure.
What are the terms of this plan exactly?
It's quite simple, son. When you die, whoever holds that policy gets a lot of money.
A lot of money? Wow.
Wow is right. Now I want you to be careful out there.
Okay, I will. Thanks.
No, I'm serious. I want you to be very, very careful.
Will do. Hey, what an amazing story I have to tell. I was dead, but I live again. Who wants to hear about it? You guys don't deserve to hear a good story. This hereby certifies that hearty beef and potato good soup met his demise, at least once, on Blood Island.
Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't hear you come in. I was just... Charles? Charles de Goulash, is it really you?
Minnie! It's been so long.
Oh, Charles, it has. It has. You look so different.
Really? Why, you look exactly the same.
Oh, Charles, how you flatter me. Oh, but you must go now.
But why? Now that I've found you again after all these years.
What would our families say if they knew we were alone together on such a romantic night?
Minnie, this may sound rash, but I love you, Minnie Good Soup.
Oh, Charles, you mustn't.
Oh, I can't help it. I've always loved you. Do you hear? I've always loved you, Minnie, and I always will. Come away with me now.
Elope? Oh, but Charles, it just isn't done. Think of the scandal it would cause.
To heck with the scandal, Minnie.
Oh.
Marry me.
Oh, yes, Charles. Yes. 1,000 times yes.
Then kiss me, my love.
It looks like it's just about Elaine's size, but it needs a diamond to be complete.
Have you found her, you cadaverous canine?
Yeah, nope. Nope, she's not on Plunder Island, Captain LeChuck.
Then scour the seas, you ossified rats! Hunt them down, then bring them to me. Find me Gaibrash Tripwud. It's with him that you'll find Elaine. Burn down every island in the Caribbean if you have to. But bring me my bride! And more!